on the troll.
Hello and welcome back to Mzansi. Now I'm sure you can hear me. I'm already tired. I don't know what is going on, but greetings, and I hope that you are enjoying your holidays. Those who are on their holidays with their loved ones. Some of us, I get Sitanda January, this thing, or maybe even February. So we choose which one we want to go to. Kunale genge yam that is still gonna go to holidays and enjoy. And then there's this one, December. So Emily, how is yours? How are your holidays?
They are busy. They are busy, you guys are busy. Like I've been cooking, doing it all, Yes, and I am tired. But for now, hi guys. I can't stay off of this business of the Senzo Meyiwa Trial.
Yeah.
So remember, we didn't cover Longwe's court appearance because we were still covering the court proceedings there, the Pretoria High Court, you guys. We never delved or analyzed Longwe's case.
Yeah.
We couldn't find the time or make the time for it, but now we had to look at it.
We had to.
And I looked at it, you guys, and I'm like, I cannot believe my eyes. I cannot believe what my eyes deceiving me. Am I seeing what you guys are seeing and whining and telling? Why didn't you tell me? Why didn't you tell me what was happening in that court? I'm stunned. I'm very stunned. So you guys, we're going to talk about that today and react to some of the proceedings. We apologize for any technical difficulties that may occur in advance. I tried to smash that whole court appearance into like 20 minutes or so. Hopefully it goes right. But before we played Mr. Anonymous, I would like to remind you guys that Longwe was initially released on a warning pending an investigation into the alleged crime. And the reports were saying that Chico Thwala, his father, is the one who took Longwe to the Deep Kloof police station in Soweto on Tuesday, the 26th of November, for skipping bail. This came after a warrant was issued for his arrest when he failed to appear in court on the 25th of October, violating his bail conditions. His father, Silo Chico Thwala, reportedly took matters into his own hands, storming into the Deep Kloof police station to demand his son's arrest. So Longwe, who is 39 years of age, was required to appear in court as per his bail condition, and he had been released on a warning during his bail application in September pending further investigations. However, Longwe failed to appear at the Randburg Magistrate's Court on Friday, the 25th of October, thus violating his bail conditions, and had been evading the law for over a month. He appeared on the 27th of November 2024 in the Randburg Magistrate's Court for contempt of court. He failed to make it to court prior, so it was alleged that he had been on the run for more than 4 weeks. Longwe's initial bail conditions were set in September when he was released on a warning pending further investigation. His inability to meet the conditions resulted in him being taken back into custody. Shortly after his re-arrest, he went to the Randburg Magistrate Court. It was a very short court appearance in my opinion. So in this court appearance, Longwe made a brief appearance there at the Randburg Magistrate Court. It was Wednesday, the 27th of November, just before we hit December, and we were going through it. It was around the time when we were hearing awful news about what happened to Babu Mkomezulu. So following his arrest for skipping a court date, his legal team claimed that he was unwell and had informed his aunt about his illness. The court had postponed the case to Wednesday, the 4th of December, to allow the investigating officer to verify Longwe's claims, including his address and communication with his aunt. So this was one unusual court appearance, in my opinion. I noticed that he was not really guarded or treated more like, man, when people get arrested and the media is there, what have you. So I noticed that, there are no police officers and stuff like that. I mean, he was walking freely in and out. He wasn't chained or anything. No drama, per se. It was usually the court appearances that I'm like, okay, there's no dramatical effect. He doesn't have chains around him. No, maybe it's because he's not yet detained. I don't know, but yeah, it was quite unusual. While their father also alleged that him and his younger brother, Sello, broke into his home and stole equipment that was worth close to 300,000 rands while he was in the US. So his brother's case was withdrawn due to insufficient evidence. And in my opinion, Mr. Anonymous, I feel like it's only a matter of time before even this one against Longwe is also withdrawn. That's my opinion. But Longwe remains under investigation as legal proceedings continue. I also noticed that his father was not there, provided that he is the one who opened this case against him and even took him to the Diepkloof police station, according to the reports. He's the one who inquired about him failing to appear for bail at the police station after Longwe missed his court appearance. It took Longwe Thwala to go to the Diepkloof police station to inquire for him to get rearrested for possibly violating his bail conditions. Well, the National Prosecuting Authority spokeswoman Pindim Jonondwana at the time said that Longwe must provide evidence supporting his claim of being ill. And she said that standard procedure requires that when someone misses a court date, an inquiry is conducted to establish the reasons for their absence. In this case, Longwe Thwala told the court that he was sick and he informed his aunt. However, he hadn't provided a medical certificate or any concrete proof of illness. This was that short court appearance, the one before this one that we're going to evaluate together. And the investigating officer was tasked with obtaining a statement from Longwe's aunt to corroborate his claims. While Longwe has the right to apply for bail, the state had indicated that it would likely oppose the application. Jonondwani said at the time that Longwe had already demonstrated that he cannot be trusted to adhere to bail conditions. As the state, they will be presenting further reasons to oppose his release if he applied for bail. It didn't feel like they were opposing much, in my opinion. But yes, Mr. Anonymous, on the 4th of December, he went back to court to face the judge to verify these claims that he was making regarding his recent legal troubles. Okay? So we're going to go through this appearance together, you guys. And Mr. Anonymous, feel free to pause and stop wherever you feel like pausing and stopping, because it's a lot.
I'm in charge. And, right, let us see what transpired in that court.
This matter is on the road today, Your Worship, for an inquiry to be relating to his absence in court number 1 on a previous occasion, Your Worship. He was previously granted bail, not bail, Your Worship. Actually, he was warned to appear in court number 1, and he has failed to appear on numerous occasions in court number 1, Your Worship.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Mr. Maleki, you represent the accused person, am I correct?
Correct, Your Worship.
Good, and the warrant of arrest was authorized for the accused on the 25th of October. Good. It is now for the accused person to either address the court, or either through yourself, or that he may leave evidence, okay, to the effect that his failure to appear on court on the 25th of October was no fault of his own.
As the court pleases.
Thank you very much.
Your Worship, I've consulted with him, Your Worship, and he gave the explanation that Your Worship, on the day in question when he was supposed to appear, Your Worship, he was not well. He did request his aunt, Your Worship, to contact me, Your Worship, because he had my contact number. But she told him she will, of which, Your Worship, it appears never happened. And only to find out, Your Worship, on the day when he was arrested, that such information did not.
I'm right. So the aunt was supposed to. The aunt was supposed to what do we call it, to be the person who was in charge of this thing.
She was supposed to inform Longwe's legal representation that at the time that Longwe was supposed to appear in court, he was not feeling well. They're saying that Longwe is the one who communicated to the aunt, and the aunt was the one who was supposed to communicate the message to Longwe's legal representation, because Longwe didn't have a phone. That's what's happening. But notice how in the other court appearance that was streamed live, there was a different prosecutor. And then when they came back on the 4th, there was a different prosecutor. So I don't understand there what is happening. You know?
Yeah.
So it's like different prosecutors that are appearing in so far. I've only seen 2. And they're not appearing together. It's like Bashinchana. So I don't understand what's happening with that regard. Usually I'm used to seeing like one prosecutor pursuing a certain case. But yeah, that's basically it, what is happening there on that first explanation by
just wanted that clarity.
Yeah.
Come through, Your Worship, and when I consulted with him, I did inform him, Your Worship, that I never received a call to inform me that he is sick or what's happening with him, Your Worship. Actually, his failure to appear, and Your Worship, that on its own it shows, Your Worship, that he did make an effort to try to do something, Your Worship, since he himself does not have a cell phone, Your Worship. So he tried to get the assistance of his aunt, of which proved to be in vain, Your Worship. But then, Your Worship, my submission would be, it appears it was not due to his fault, Your Worship, that he did not come to court on the day, Your Worship. He was not in good health, Your Worship. Yes.
And isn't it staying with his aunt?
He is.
So why does he need to inform the aunt?
Because he doesn't have a phone.
No, I'm saying, yes, the aunt would have known that Longwe is sick.
Why did he need to inform his aunt that he's living with, that he's sick?
Yeah, I mean, if you stay with someone in the same house, you know when they're sick.
Yes, do.
Because you normally take care of them when they're sick, right?
Yes.
So now it's no longer, to me it sounds like the babysitting situation. Just for in all honest, from this, we obviously, on a normal case like me and you would not go back home, right?
No.
Yeah.
They would lock up.
Yeah, so
lock you up. They would not even give you a chance.
So everyone is
make
blamed
sure,
here.
Except him.
Yeah, okay.
It's not his fault that he put the entire responsibility of his freedom to his aunt, like he's a minor child.
All right.
Could Mr. Maluleke, if he was ill on the 25th of October, why did he not come to court on any other date? Why was he then arrested?
Your Worship, it appears that he was not really sure on what to do, Your Worship, as a layman, Your Worship. He did not know how to go about it, Your Worship. I believe that the main reason would be he believed that his aunt has contacted us, Your Worship, and probably would have been advised by us, Your Worship, if that happened, if that actually happened, on how to do or to go about it, Your Worship. That actually he should either contact the investigating officer, Your Worship, or come to court directly on a date where will be available to assist him, Your Worship. It appears, Your Worship, that was the mistake that he made. It was a mistake on his part, Your Worship, with regard to that, Your Worship.
Good. Who is the aunt?
May I get the name of the, I get the name from there?
Where is the aunt? Who's the aunt? Where is the aunt? She the one who said, "Oh, I'll take care of Longwe and all
Aunt
that."
here?
I'm told she's here.
Can the
Mr.
aunt-
Thwala.
Saying he's told
Thank you
that
very
she
much. Is the
will-
aunt ready here to confirm? Can we able to confirm that?
I've not consulted with, I was not aware that she's here.
What? Can I?
Can quickly
The
have-
lawyer is saying
Can I
he's
just
not
have the
aware
matter
that
stand
she was
down
there
for a moment?
at court.
Take some instructions there, and we'll proceed thereafter. Right?
That's the court.
Thank you very much. Mr. Thwala, you can stand down. We'll call you back in a few moments. Right?
Take us off record, please.
They were given an adjournment, Yana, to go and discuss with the aunt what is happening, to get the full brief from the aunt. Yes.
So, does it start from here and go forward?
Yeah, it goes forward. I get cut out that long break.
Please, just step outside. We'll call you, okay?
Can everybody? We've got a minor child we're going to deal with. Can the rest of the people just wait outside?
Mbali Mumisa. Mbali Mumisa.
Minor
Your Worship,
child.
after discussing with the accused, Your Worship,
Are we back on record?
The magistrate
Oh.
Thank you.
yes, Your Worship, indeed. After discussing with the accused, Your Worship, we are not going to call any witness.
So
Your Worship,
actually,
that's
I'm
good.
going to an adjournment.
You,
It's an adjournment for Longwe and not for the court per se.
Okay.
Thank you very much. No witnesses to be called.
As a
State.
Thank you very much, Your Worship. There's a witness the state would like to call. He's the IO of this matter, Your Worship. The state would like to call Mr. Zwani. Mr. Zwani.
The applicant may be seated. Your full names? Your full names, please. Do you have any objection in taking the oath? Do you have any objection in taking the oath? Repeat after me. So the evidence I'm about to give shall be the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth. So help me God. Thank you very much. The witness has been sworn in. Your witness.
Thank you very much, Your Worship. What do you do for a living, sir? How many years of experience?
18 years.
Come again?
18 years.
How many years as a detective?
5 years.
Where are you based?
I graduated with 6 years.
You are the investigating officer of case number 42, 32 of 9, 2024, right?
Yes, that's correct. Also.
Accused is charged with theft, right?
Yes, that's correct. Also.
Accused appeared in court number 1 on a particular day, and then he failed to appear after he was warned by this court. What did you do when you received the warrant of arrest?
I started to search him, but I was liaising with his father to confirm that the accused was not at the address. He claimed that he spent time with his parents.
Where was he?
I was not known by anyone.
Sorry?
He was not known by anyone of the family where he was.
So,
The bail condition of the accused was that he must remain at the alternative address of his aunt at Deep Kloof. Did you go and search for him there?
No, I did not, because I was
What did he say there? I'm struggling to hear him.
Oh, I had to write it down because it was really low. Although later on I kind of found a trick to increase what was happening in there, because I don't think he had a microphone. I think it was being picked up by the microphone of the lawyer
The lawyer next to him.
Yeah.
Okay.
So after that whole adjournment, Mr. Muleleki said that after the discussion they had, decided not to call any witness. The prosecutor, on the other hand, said that he would like to call Mr. Zwani, the IO. He said that he had 18 years of experience, 5 years as a detective. And this case 32-9 of 2024 of theft, the IO said that when Longwe failed to appear in court, they went to the address that he had given, and the accused was not at that address, according to the IO. And he was saying that it was not known by anyone where he was. So the state prosecutor then said the bail condition of the accused was that just the alternative address of his undead Diepsloot. Now, coming forth, he's going to ask him if he went to search for him there, and Zwani will respond that no, he did not. But basically, where couldn't hear, he said that he went to the place that he saw or was given as the address, and Longo was not there.
Okay.
So you never went to the aunt's place?
When you went there, when I was confirming the statement for the paper.
So yeah, he's saying he never.
With regard to this docket, how far are the investigations? Are they completed or are they still continuing? What is outstanding?
They're still continuing.
Oh, there's nothing outstanding.
So there's nothing outstanding.
I would say that should
At
I
the
say
moment,
should I
he's saying
complete
there's
to
nothing
conclude that
outstanding.
the investigations are completed here. The matter
So
is
they are
trial ready.
completed.
All right. Let's get back now. How did you get him arrested? How did he come before this court now? How did we get him before this court? Yes.
He was brought
By
by correctional services.
correctional services.
Okay, you mean now like
He's saying by correctional services. That's how they got him there. That's his answer. Zwani.
So you went to correctional services?
Saying by correctional services.
I'm saying,
I'm
did
not sure
did
how
Longwe
he
just
means.
go to correctional services and said, yeah?
I don't know what he means by that, but he's saying by correctional services. That was his answer.
Okay.
Yes. No. How did we get him back? Because he was at large. He had absconded. He didn't appear before court. Now, how did we get him back to this court? To court number 1? Before the matter was transferred back to the bail court.
he was arrested.
He was arrested. How was he arrested?
His father called back at the address of the aunt where he was supposed to spend the time of the weekend. And then we asked the Diepsloot police officers to check him, and if it's fine there, then we forwarded the warrant of arrest, and then we got arrested. And then they called the justice police to confirm that he's arrested. And then we kicked him to go and fetch him.
Do you know the bail conditions that were set for the applicant? Then bail conditions, do you know them?
So it was through his father,
Mm.
in a sense.
He was saying the father is the one who gave the address. So the initial reports I was talking about them saying that Chico is actually the one who went to the police station in Diepsloot and asked and inquired why is Longwe not arrested because he failed to appear in court. And then he it seems like that is true.
Okay.
He gave them the address of the aunt according to the IO. That's where he got the aunt's address.
All right.
I'm not sure, it's just that I know that one of them was that must attend on the 25th of October, the 55th.
What is your attitude towards him being granted bail by this court now? What is your attitude?
No. He's already been granted warning. He's on warning.
Yes.
I'm not convinced that he will come back or rather behave different. So I'm negative to it.
Why? Explain to the court. Give the court reasons why they shouldn't allow him to go back home.
It's because first his behavior is like undermining the justice system, including the criminal system, because he knows that he's a suspect and he was released on he couldn't spend any money, but he couldn't respect it. And then another thing is that he can go hour again and then he give me another strategy to go back and look for him. But I've got a lot to do. Because I've got a lot of cases to do, so I don't want to look for him.
I have nothing further.
So this guy is saying he shouldn't be allowed bail because he has been given bail and he undermined the bail that was given. And then the other one is that he has to looking for him could be a tedious work.
Yes.
Oh, wow. Okay. All right. Okay.
Do you have any questions, Mr. Marule?
As the court please, this Worship. So now, if I heard you correctly, you did not go or to the address where it was supposed to be. Did I hear you correctly?
Yes, Your Worship.
Now, who arrested you? Do you know?
So the warrant
Yes.
was Captain and Sergeant. From the side of Douglas Day, but from the side of the truth. I forgot the name of the sergeant, but it's only the doctor who arrested.
Do you know if he gave an explanation at that time of his absence, of why he did not come to court?
On the day of his arrest, when I asked him why he didn't appear, he just said he forgot about the day.
He said he forgot about what?
The IO is saying that on the day of his arrest, or when he was arresting Longwe, he asked him why he did not appear at court, and he said that Longwe told him that he forgot the day.
Not that he was sick. Okay.
And where was he arrested? The place where he was arrested?
The Cliffs on 4, so we took.
Will that be the same resident where we are supposed to reside?
Yes, Your Worship.
As the court please, that will be all.
Now, this is where I feel like the IO was not paying attention, because they are asking him, will that be the same residential where he was supposed to reside at? It's not what he initially told the court prior, that he had a different address to the aunt's address.
What do you mean?
Actually, initially he said that there was an address that Longo was supposed to be at, and they went there and they didn't find him.
Father's address?
I'm sure it's the father's address. I don't know.
But it's the auntie that said that took her, even in that one, isn't it? The auntie that vouched for him to say, I'll stay with him.
Perhaps it was, but the IO now said that there's an address that he was supposed to be at. Now, the IO is waiting to make it clear whether it was the same address of the auntie or another address from the auntie. Is it two different addresses that he had, or is it only one? So now, the legal representative...
No, it was two addresses that they could find him on.
Now Muleleki is asking him, that address you're talking about in the Kloof Zone 4.
Was it mentioned? In a sense, was it part of the addresses that were given here?
That he was supposed to be at.
And yes.
He said yes.
Yeah. So, it's fine. Let's continue.
So, Mr. Zwane, you're the investigating officer in this matter.
Yes, Your Worship.
And you don't know what are the bail conditions. So you did not bother to look at what were the bail conditions that the court said. No, no, no. I'm asking you, did you not bother to find out what were the bail conditions? Because that is clear. If you don't know what the bail conditions are, you did not bother to find out what were the bail conditions. So you're not interested.
It's not like that, Your Worship.
So what is it like? You think the court sets bail conditions just because it wants to do so? Okay. You say that the accused person is not a person who will, what they call it, adhere to bail conditions, but you don't know what are the bail conditions.
No, I was mentioning that, Your Worship, because of the one that was supposed to attend after the bail was granted to you, and then it did not. But further to that,
Yes, there was one of the many bail conditions. The one was to attend court. The other, that he was placed under 24 hours house arrest at 6643 extension 4 Deep Close. You did not know that. You did not know that the accused was forbidden from using drugs or alcohol until the trial is finalized. That the accused was not to interfere with witnesses directly or indirectly. The accused was not to enter the complainant's home, work address for the duration of the.
So clearly, the father's house is excluded now because part of the bail conditions was that he's not supposed to interfere with the complainant, which is the father in this case, or even be in that house where there's a father. So the destination was auntie. And I think I remember because I watched that part.
You did watch that part. And the IO, for some interesting, weird reason, he's portraying it to be that there was another different address that needed to look Longwe at and for, and this deep proof one was given by the father when he came to lay a complaint. That is very weird.
Okay.
And then notice how the shift is now going to him not knowing the bail condition. And he's very nonchalant about not the bail conditions. I'm asking myself, if you have a bad memory or whatever, we've heard in that other court, why are you not asking for the docket so that you can look and remind yourself of
He's got the docket.
So why is he not looking at them as the magistrate is asking him about them? Why is this turning into such a issue? Now the focus for this entire appearance literally shifted to the bail conditions. Let's listen.
Trial, or that the accused may be tested for drug or alcohol abuse. But you didn't bother to find out, isn't it? Yeah. And now you want to tell me that the accused did not adhere to the bail conditions when you don't know what are the bail conditions. What conditions was he supposed to adhere to that you don't know about? So how can you come and stand here and say that the accused did not adhere to the bail conditions if you don't know what the bail conditions are?
Worship was believed that he was warned and then he was told what are the bail conditions would be.
No. Yes. But you don't know what are the bail conditions, so how can you come here and say that he did not adhere to the bail conditions?
Because Your Worship, I know that there will be no bail granted for conditions. Even though I was not aware of the others of the matter.
It's tough.
So it's very interesting how now the focus is completely like shifting to the bail conditions. The judge is hammering, not the judge, the magistrate, of course. He's hammering on him not knowing what the bail conditions are. What are the bail conditions? And I'm like, the bail conditions are right before you in that. Why are you not reading them? Why are you not reminding yourself? Why are you not showing an effort to at least be interested? So already I can pick up that he doesn't care, the IO. Like he's giving a nonchalant, I don't care attitude towards this case. And I don't know why. It is baffling. It is like, okay, I get that our police officers have a lot on their plate, but at the same time, come on, show some interest, show some effort. And it's highly unlikely that with a case that involves like somewhat a public figure, you would not give an F like he's doing, you know. And I'm like, I'm baffled. I'm like, what is going on? What is going on? You know, what is going on? What is going on? Why do I feel like he's sketchless, allegedly? Like, it's just giving me those vibes. I do admit that it was wrong for this investigating officer to not know what the bail conditions are. It's completely out of order. It's wrong, right? There's no justification. He's not even trying. There's a docket in front of him that he can remind himself of what those conditions were, and he's just not even interested. It's like, I didn't know what the bail conditions were. And he was being shouted at like that by the magistrate, and he still was like, you know. But also at the same time, I felt this sense that the magistrate is this focus of shouting. It should also go to Longwe. In my opinion, I feel like the frustration should also be directed at him. The fact that he failed to appear in court. Not only did he fail to appear in court, but he made the police look for him. He went AWOL. And it's like he did nothing wrong. It's the IO's fault for not recalling the bail conditions. Guys, don't you find that weird, Mara? Let me see what you guys are saying. Now I found this bail appearance very weird. I was like, why does it look like I'm watching something strange? Something... I don't understand what is going on. Why is Longwe being treated like a child? Why is he being treated like he had no responsibility in what just happened? Why does it feel like he did nothing wrong? And that's a mere question I have. Why does it look like Ulongwe is excused from his failure to appear in court? Not only appear in court, but once you hear that you missed a court date and there's no explanation for why you missed a court date, why are you not explaining yourself? Why are you not taking that responsibility? Everything is shifted to the aunt. And the magistrate doesn't really entertain that, in my opinion. So the first comment I'm seeing is very hilarious. Nat is saying he's standing there like, oh. Oh my God. I'm like, why is the judge not, and then what if 669 is saying this IO seems to have been picked up from Deep Kloof police station on the day to give evidence in court, right? It's like he wasn't prepared at all. He wasn't prepared. They just thrown him in the deep end. Besides being thrown in the deep end, this is a case you're working on. You can't tell me with the docket in front of you that there's nothing you can do to answer for yourself. That to me is very difficult to accept. That this is the attitude that our police officers, some of them have, that you just don't care. You know, it's so someone will get off easily because you don't want to apply yourself, which is a similar incident as to what is happening here. Okare is, and everything is being thrown to him. It's his responsibility. It's his fault. He's not even fighting to say, but no. You understand? Did you hear how Gininda was fighting for himself in that court? He's not even, Mr. Zwania, an interest to say, it's let me fight for myself. Let me fight for my honor, for my job. It's just there taking it. I'm like, okay.
Right. I'm just going to give Emily a bit of a break to deal with something so that I just continue with this. and react because we are under search.
Okay, guys, body break. But Mr. Anonymous will continue with footage with you guys. Please tell me what you think. I will come back and share my entire thoughts on this.
Thank you very much. You may stand down. Thank you very much. Mr. Maluleka, has the accused, with the court, given an explanation that says about?
Your Worship?
Has the accused given an explanation, okay, that it was no fault of his that he did not appear in court?
As the court pleases, Your Worship, I submit that Your Worship indeed gave an explanation that is reasonable, Your Worship, of his absence, Your Worship. And Your Worship, the last question that I asked the investigating officer is, where was he arrested? He was arrested at the same address where the court said he should be, Your Worship. And Your Worship, that I think should work in his favor. And Your Worship, just that next time I'll advise him, if the court is to grant him an opportunity, the last opportunity, Your Worship, will be advised that he should make sure, Your Worship, that whoever is handling the matter should be informed, Your Worship. Even if it's not us, maybe the investigating officer. But Your Worship, my concern would be on that, is that, Your Worship, like the court said, Your Worship, it shows no interest, Your Worship, in the matter. That's the investigating officer. But then, Your Worship, my submission is, if this court is to grant him another opportunity, Your Worship, advise him, surely, Your Worship, not just to contact us or contact the investigating officer in case he will be absent, Your Worship. He try himself personally, Your Worship, to contact us or the investigating officer as the court pleases.
Thank you very much. Mr. Maru, Mr.
Your
Moshe.
Worship, I have the opinion that
Okay. There is something not right for me here. I don't know if you guys have looked at, like, so like that, everything is done by the looks of things. Obviously, he's going to be granted bail and walk free, you know. And I'll still ask this question. What was this case for? You know, with regards to what is currently happening, what was it for? What does it serve? What is it supposed to bring? Because, well, the brother is exonerated. There is a claim that these people did this crime together. And all of a sudden, the brother is exonerated from this case. He's left alone. He's missing dates of his court appearances. And all of a sudden, the investigator does not know anything about the bail conditions. There is nothing that seeks to clarify what is currently happening when as far as this person is concerned. So what was this? You know, can we just withdraw the cases and forget about it? Because I don't know. It still seems to me like what we are saying. Okay, I can get my kid arrested, you know, whatever that the public is thinking about me, it's actually not the truth. I am capable of doing the right thing. You know, that to me, it looks, it sounds like a nice campaign to me. I don't know, to someone else. It just doesn't make sense that we are going to sit here and try to even look at this and analyze this situation. There is like basically nothing that is going to happen here. This is all of a sudden, even the judge, even the prosecutor, no one is fighting this person to say, no, we're fighting against this bail. The prosecutor all of a sudden is pushing this guy, asking him about the years he has been an IO, and obviously 18 years, that means you are a seasoned IO. your experience, even if it's not for, even if it's 5 years, but you've been a police for 18 years. You know, I don't know, man. It just doesn't make sense to me. It's like I'm showing you what I'm capable of doing. You know, well, we understand, we get the memo. In my opinion, we do get the memo. You're capable of getting someone arrested, even if it's your kid. Yes, that's what it sounds like. You know, you listen to it, but let's continue listening to it.
He should not be allowed to go home. He forgot the court date. We are going to assist him not to forget. Going forward, he must come from prison, Your Worship. That's our submission before this court.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Mr. Thwala, you may stand. Thank you. I'm just going to read very briefly. Now, the accused has been released on warning. And Section 72, subsection 4 says that the court may, if satisfied, that an accused referred to in subsection 2A or a person referred to in subsection 2B was duly warned in terms of paragraph A, and that the case may be in paragraph B of section A, and that such accused or such person has failed to comply with such warning or comply with a condition imposed, issued a warrant for his arrest, and may, when he is brought before the court in a summary manner, inquire into his failure, unless the accused or such person satisfies the court that his failure was not due to fault on his part, sentence him to a fine not exceeding 300 rands or imprisonment for a period not exceeding 3 months. Now, the accused person says that on the day in question he was ill, and he sent his aunt, or asked his aunt, to make a call to the legal representative, which he thought she had done. The legal representative says the accused was in the honest belief that his aunt had made the phone call. He did not come to court for that period between then and now, because he had believed that the message was conveyed. Now, that in itself is an explanation. Okay, the state cannot waylay the explanation that he has given. He cannot say that he asked his aunt to give an explanation or an aunt to make an excuse. So that as it stands. The second thing is that the investigating officer comes here and says that the accused person is not adhering to his bail conditions, but the investigating officer does not know what are the bail conditions. So what conditions is he talking about, if he does not even know what are the bail conditions? I am left here with an explanation that an accused person gives. Okay, it must be a reasonable explanation that why he did not come to court. And if he gives an explanation that appears to be reasonable, whether I believe him or not is not important. It's whether it is a reasonable explanation. And that explanation at the end of the day is that he's asked his aunt to call, and his aunt, and he believed his aunt had made that phone call. Whether she made it or didn't make it, I don't know. There was no evidence to the effect. So at this stage here, I cannot find that the applicant, number one, did not adhere to the bail conditions. Number two, the applicant was arrested at the place where the court had asked him to be.
Like we're dealing with a high school kid. Like honestly, it's like we're dealing with a young kid who's supposed to be. It's funny. Well, what is even more fun is that when he did not appear to that court, what did the lawyers do? His lawyers. I mean, they must have done something. How are they even consulting with the guy? You know, it just doesn't make sense, because they are saying they were never called and all that. What did they do when they saw the guy is not in court? What did they do? You woke up, you went to court, you appeared in court, and then your client is not there. You did not even check. Where are you? We are about to start. Nothing like that. And then all of a sudden, the IO must take this whole blame of not being able to be a good guardian to a 39-year-old. What are we supposed to really believe this? Like, okay, yeah. Why is it even televised, by the way? Why is it even televised? Because it seems as if we're just watching a sketch. There's nothing into this. I mean, the more you televise things like this, the more we see things that we're not even supposed to see. And then we start talking, and then it looks like we are just chasing after you. You are in our faces. You are giving us things to say about you. In all honesty, we are talking about someone who's old here. Someone who's alleged to have, who could be one of the people that pulled the trigger, who could, allegedly, according to what we've been hearing in Senzo Meyiwa's court. I mean, in all honesty, what are we supposed to do with it? You know, if people feel that there is someone who's a third hand or a fourth hand somewhere around in that Senzo's case, as some would allege, obviously these are allegations. This is a low-key demonstration, in my opinion, that, oh, maybe they've got a point. I mean, what is this SECAS? What are we supposed to do with this SECAS? We're supposed to enjoy this and say, whoa, wow. The father who's really not playing around, who would take his kid to jail. Are we supposed to do that? Are we supposed to think like that and say, oh, a father who really can do anything? Is that what we are supposed to think? Is that what we are supposed to do about this? Really, I'm trying to show you what people are thinking right now. There are a lot of people who are thinking a lot of things, you know? So it is not helping. It is not helping. It is not, I don't know, cleansing the situation. It is rather making it look like a circus of our courts. Now, even the IO cannot remember where to look for you. The person who's holding your whole docket, who has all the information about you, who built the case, they don't know where to look for you. And the father, he goes in and says, hey, my kid supposed to be arrested, Pella. He failed to appear. You could have called the auntie. You could have known. I mean, it's not like they're fighting these people. They are relatives. This is your kid being held by your sister. So now you go to court instead of talking to your sister. Let's go to police station. Let me hear what is happening with this person that okay, but okay. Let's listen and finish. What can we say?
I cannot say that there's breaking any conditions, and for that reason, okay, the court accepts his explanation, and his warning is then extended.
As the court pleases.
God please.
Right. Mr. Thwala? I think so that if you are going to become forgetful of the court days, I'm going to have to then keep you in custody so that you do not forget your court days. Right, I've accepted the explanation. Okay. The next time you might not be this lucky. Okay, and then I would have to keep you in custody. Okay. the matter is now trial ready. I'm going to postpone this matter to sometime in January, okay, for disclosure. Right, I'm going to transfer it back to the trial court. Okay, so I don't expect you, again, not to come to court. If you don't come to court, you'll be kept in custody again, and it'll be your own fault.
Oh, my bag now. I'm back now. This is the sound I just as I was speaking that part about Longwe and this lawyer, it seemed like the lawyer representing Longwe is not here to stay. He's just a passerby. You know, he's just speaking with uncertainty. Because he's saying even if we might not be representing him, you know, in the next court appearance, you know, even if it's not us, maybe the investigating officer, he's the one, he should let the investigating officer know. So they are saying that Longwe basically did not know that he had to inform his lawyers and investigating officer himself prior. You understand? They are saying that they're making it seem, why are they treating Longwe like a child? You know, why are they treating him like a child? It's all very confusing to me. Why is he being treated like umtana who doesn't know what he's supposed to do? It's strange. And as for Longwe, it was his responsibility to let the investigating officer know that he is ill and he's not feeling well. But they are passing this responsibility to the aunt, they're passing it to the investigating officer, they're passing it to whoever they can pass it to. So that to me was very, very strange. It's very, very strange. I don't understand the concept of what is happening. So Mr. Mleleki also said that his concern is that, like the court said, he showed no interest in the matter. Like I was saying even previously, this IO, it's like he's not interested, you know. Not interested at all. And also, it was a shock to me that Mr. Muleleki, the lawyer of Longwe, kind of was regurgitating what the judge or the magistrate had highlighted, because the magistrate did talk about how it seemed like he's not interested even speaking on the conditions, the bail conditions. It was like he doesn't care. This IO doesn't care, He did not show any interest in the matter, And as this lawyer was saying it, you could notice that he was smiling, saying it like it dawned, at this moment, it dawned on me that this IO is kind of taking the fall for Longwe, not showing up on court on a day that he was supposed to, and going AWOL and choosing not to follow up and let the court or his lawyers know that he was ill. Everything is being put on that IO, and that IO is taking it.
Yeah. Guys, I don't know if you guys are going to call, but if you are going to call, let us give you a chance to call.
Okay, you guys can call in. I'm having an issue.
Yeah, so let's hear what you guys have to say, because I'm struggling here on my side. I'm sorry about the sound, guys. The sound is really giving me problems today. It's harder. It's even more harder if I have to go through this whole process, which is heavy on my side. It's been a while since I touched this thing, so I guess I'm rusty. The sound is not good. And thank you guys for calling and letting us know that the sound had a problem. Let's hear what people have to say. Mzansi, hello.
Mr. Anu.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. I hope you had a lovely Christmas.
Yeah. I did. Did I even... Christmas for me is... yeah, but yeah, I would say I did. I
can see that you're a little bit rusty today on the engineering side of things.
Yeah, it's messing me up. I thought everything was fine from the beginning, but it doesn't work like that. Thank you again for...
It's okay.
Okay.
Yeah, it's okay. These things happen. Yeah. And just a quick opinion about this thing that's going on. Like, you're right. This thing doesn't look like it's real. It just looks, the entire thing, it just looks like it's just a charade. It just looks ridiculous, to be honest with you. I mean, is this juvenile court or is it just normal court for adults? I don't understand. Like, how can... And they're treating him like a juvenile who's underage, like a minor or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, how can he be released into the custody of his auntie when he's an adult? How can his auntie be accountable or held accountable, responsible for a grown man in his 30s? I'm assuming he's in his 30s or something like that. I mean, it doesn't. This entire thing just looks ridiculous. It's just stupid. I think, in my opinion, that somebody's just trying to push that narrative of, I'm a strict parent. I would never, have a criminal in my home, or I wouldn't perpetuate, bad behavior or something like that. So this is just like a charade to just try and push that narrative that obviously if this young man is involved in this trial that we're all following, or in the murder of this guy, then he would obviously, as a parent, do something about it. He won't just sit back. And he's just trying to show us that, you can see, he stole from me, so this is what I'm doing. I'm trying to prove that, I'm that parent who wouldn't, take nonsense, basically. But we can all see that it's a charade. It's just, the entire thing is just stupid, to be honest. I'm looking at him. He's looking like a little 5-year-old lost in a candy store, looking like a victim.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what privilege does to you. That's what privilege does. Privilege will have you swinging from branch to branch like a monkey. This is what privilege does. It doesn't matter what kind of privilege it is, whether it's financial privilege or whether it's racial privilege or whatever. This is what privilege does. It's sickening, to be honest, and it's just wasting state resources, because the taxpayer is paying. for this entire nonsense.
Yeah.
You know, it just goes to lack of respect for us as a people. It's just lack of respect for the public. There's nothing going on here. It's just ridiculous. But anyway, you have a good night, guys.
Thank you.
Bye.
Right. Njalo nje indaba mfethu. Nami ngibone kanjalo. I don't see it otherwise. If I was to think any further than this, I think it will be a waste of my thinking and everyone else's thinking. This is just a waste of state's money, in my opinion. I mean, it's not like I can almost see this not going anywhere. So I just don't understand why we have to be here. But we are here in any case. Let's hear what the other callers are saying. But while I'm doing that, I'm just going to go through. Thank you guys for being here. December. MT, Darwin, Togozizlanga, Tembelani Kanye. Thank you guys. Lindeni Hatebe, Sfiso Moyo, Hleshe, Togozombata, Super Knowledge Sharing Channel, Kwelagiti, Messi number 2, Patse Kile, Mamba. I hope your name is correct the way I read it. Christina Moila. Thank you very much, guys. Lola, thank you. Tandim Tembu, thank you. Spatisiwe Memory, thank you. Sipiwe Yingwane, thank you. Lia Ndazi, thank you. Stu Dube, thank you. Tandim Tembu, thank you. Let's see. Lucia Mafu, thank you very much. Lusanda Msila, thank you. Uthandi Besengimbizi Mamfuneka, thank you. Sizwe 18, thank you. Awusebe Nzonzi, thank you. Stelo Madwe, thank you. Metu Mhlanga, thank you. What if 669, thank you. Nicholas, thank you. Sihamezi, thank you. Gloria Berger, thank you. Oh, I'm happy now that I've reached your name and I'm not going to be shouted for not calling your name. Thank you very much for that. We appreciate you. Mzansi, hello.
Hello.
Hi, sir. How are you?
Oh, Mr. Anno and Miss Emil, how are you doing?
Yes, it's Mr. Anno only for now. Yes. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine. My name is Ruvak. I'm calling from Durban.
Yes.
I've got some few pointers. The first thing that we need to give it up to the father. Do you understand? After he realizing that his son did not pitch up, do you understand? He realized that the police officer, the IO, was not doing anything, and he took upon the responsibility to go and report and to actually tell the police where he was. Right? That's number one. Whether it's a show or whatever, but the question is, he did his part as a parent, right? So we can take it away from him, that one. Number two, the lawyer said the reason why he did not come to court on the initial remand, on the second remand that he was supposed to appear, he had reported to the auntie that he was not feeling well. And the auntie was supposed to communicate with the police or the IO, whatever.
Yes.
And that did not happen. That did not happen, right? And whatever happened, the police then, after the father had approached them, then they sent someone to arrest him. When he was arrested, the IO went and asked him, why did you not come? And you know, the answer was, I forgot. It was not like I was sick. He said, I forgot. Already he's been lying. He said, I forgot. That's what he said. That's what he told the investigating officer, that I forgot that it was my court date. And the magistrate had also given them time to go and verify from the aunt if the story that he was saying that he was sick was true. And when he came back from the adjournment, he said we have decided not to bring any witness but he never gave any story as to verify what he was asked to go. The reason for adjournment was for him to verify. He did not give any reason of verification. And I mean, this is a joke. Basically, the magistrate there, he missed the point. The magistrate is just like the IO. He was not listening, he was not paying attention. It's just like Rata. He says, I listen, and lady is not listening. The guy is saying, I forgot. And the lawyer is saying, you are sick. And there's no medical report, there's no medical doctor. They didn't even mention whether he was going to a witch doctor or whatever. Nothing. I mean, it's a joke.
Yeah.
It's a circus.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Mr. Anna.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Compliments of the new season.
Yeah, compliments to you too. Thank
Sharp.
you. Sharp. Right, Lungis, Malusi, Linganiso. Thank you, our member. Dipuo, hey, it's been a while. It's been a while. Sizo 18 years, Sizo, you've been here. Thank you, Tapiwa. Ngamsile, Zinsizwa, Ziampanza, Kumete. Hey, ngilithathe kancane ligama. Probably second best in terms of being the longest. CN Parker. MZ, thank you very much, guys. Lusanda, I've mentioned you. Shangu, our member. Zamo Shangu, Mam Zamo Shangu, thank you. We appreciate you. Teboho, thank you very much. We appreciate you. Nat, you are here. So called in. Matilda Dube, thank you. We appreciate you. And yeah, I'm going solo these days. But yeah, at least today sound taught me that we're about to reach 2005. I must pull up my socks. Thank you very much, guys, for tolerating all that was happening around here. But Pela, Sisema Holidini, everything is just a bit messy, but we will still deliver as much as we can. Promise that as soon as we come back, we will be more professional. I mean, Ogamanje, we are allowed to be shaky, right? Thank you guys for calling and letting us know when things were not going well. I appreciate that. Thank you.